How do you know when your baby is sick? Well, it would be really convenient if you could just ask them point blank and they would respond. Since babies don't talk, shocking I know, you're going to have to determine whether or not there's a problem without any spoken words. Determining if your baby is sick isn't entirely on your shoulders. As a parent, you'll start to learn what's normal for your baby. If your baby deviates from their normal behavior, that could be a sign that something out of the ordinary is going on. Let's take a look at some of the more common signs your baby might be sick and needs to see their doctor. Number 1. Lethargic, limp, or listless. If your baby is lethargic or listless, it just means they have little or no energy. Babies exhibiting this often sleep longer than normal and may be difficult to wake up. They might also be less responsive to visual and audible stimulus. It's possible that this behavior is being caused by an infection or another condition like low blood glucose levels. Number 2. Irritable or crying inconsolably. Babies cry a lot. It's basically the only way for them to tell you that they aren't content with their current situation. Babies shouldn't cry all the time though. If your baby is very irritable or crying inconsolably, it could be an indication that something is going on internally that's causing them discomfort. Before you jump to any Number 3. Refuse to eat or can't eat. Newborns need to eat every 2 to 3 hours. If your baby breaks their eating rhythm and either eats less or not at all, that could be a sign that something isn't right. If your baby is having difficulty swallowing their food or is constantly spitting it out, that could also be a symptom of an issue. Number 4. Fever. If your baby has a fever, it's a sign that they're fighting an infection of some kind. Most doctors consider a rectal temperature above 100.4 degrees as qualifying as a fever. You might not be able to tell if your baby has a fever simply by feeling their skin, so having a digital thermometer on hand that's dedicated to taking rectal temperatures is a must. Before using the thermometer, make sure that it's been sterilized and that you understand the manufacturer's instructions for getting an accurate reading. Failure to follow the instructions could result in a bad reading. Number 5. Breathing strained or difficult. If your baby grunts while exhaling, bobs their head back or forth, or has blue lips, it could be a sign that they're having a respiratory issue. Breathing is pretty important for us humans, so you should take this sign very seriously. First, make sure nothing the baby is wearing is impeding their ability to breathe. If there's nothing tight around their neck and nothing pressing on their chest, it could mean there's an issue that warrants immediate attention. Call your baby's doctor immediately and let them know what's going on. If your doctor isn't available, a trip to the ER or a call to 911 are 2 other options. Number 6. Slow or fast heartbeat. The average heartbeat rate for a 3-month-old is between 100 and 160 beats per minute. This is faster than adults because babies are growing so fast. Babies require a lot of oxygen-rich blood to support all their growing, and a fast heartbeat makes that possible. If your baby's heartbeat is well outside that range, they could be dealing with arrhythmia. A slightly faster or slower heartbeat doesn't guarantee there's an issue, so a call to your baby's doctor would be wise. The doctor will look for other symptoms and possibly order an EKG to be sure. Number 7. Head swelling. If the soft spot on the top of your baby's head, called the fontanelle, is swelling, it could be a symptom of brain tissue inflammation, referred to as encephalitis. This inflammation could be caused by viral infections or in some cases bacterial infections. There are also a couple of other potential causes for head swelling. Consult with your baby's doctor to try to identify the cause. Number 8. Skin rashes, oozing, or bleeding. When you're bathing your baby, be sure to look over their entire body to see if there's any signs of skin rashes, oozing, or bleeding. It's fairly common for babies to get diaper rash, which can be somewhat mitigated with diaper creams and powders. If you see anything that's persisting or found somewhere else on your baby's body, it could be a symptom of something that needs attention. Consult with your baby's doctor to try to identify the root cause of the issue. Number 9. Pale or flush complexion. Sometimes a cold or virus can cause your baby to look a little pale or flush. A less common cause may be anemia or an iron deficiency that creates a reduction in oxygen-carrying red blood cells. Consult with your baby's doctor to try to identify any other symptoms that will help you determine the cause. Number 10. Vomiting or diarrhea. It's normal for babies to spit up from time to time. The main reason this happens is that the muscle that keeps the food in their stomach is still developing. It doesn't take much for food to bypass this muscle and come back up. In this situation, there's nothing you need to contact your doctor about. Keeping your baby sitting upright and giving them plenty of time to burp might help reduce this from happening. This issue can also appear as the result of a stomach bug infection or flu. If you're seeing any other symptoms that might make you think your baby is ill, consult with your baby's doctor to try to determine if there's something more serious going on. There are many causes for diarrhea as well, including viral infections, bacterial infections, or parasites. If you're seeing any other symptoms that might make you think your baby is ill, consult with your baby's doctor to try to determine if there's something more serious going on. If the diarrhea persists, your baby will begin to suffer from dehydration as well, so don't wait to take action. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can also check us out at bbbeehive.com/blog for more interesting articles.